Good afternoon. How are you all doing? Hello, Curtis. You've joined me at a great time, to be fair, because today, for the next 2 hours, is either going to go so very, very right or so very wrong. If in the UK you watch a video game show on Challenge TV or Virgin Media, well, if it is on Virgin Media, I'm not sure, but mostly it's on Challenge TV. It's a game called Video Game Nation, or a game show called Video Game Nation, even. I will stop tripping over my words, it's alright. And one of the presenters on there is Dan Marr, or Mr. Pointyhead on Twitter. Now, I have Dan on my PSN, which is rather nice. And a while back, he was playing this, which is Geometry Wars 3, and he was kind of score chasing and kicking my ass on it. So, what I'm going to do is I need to fire back, because he has a streak of challenge wins on this, and also on Video Game Nation of challenges. He just keeps winning. So, this coming year, for 2016, I want to challenge that. Yeah? I want to challenge it. So you know what? I'm going to try. I mean, as you can see there, he is 11th. I am currently, well, 11th in the world he is. I am, 2000th? So I've got my work cut out for me. So the next 2 hours, I'm going to try and climb up the ranks and try and beat some of his scores. Now, I'd say this could go either very wrong or very well. Which one should I do? Turret, I believe. So you're here to see. Now, I haven't played this in a while, so I'm going to be rusty on it, I suspect. The key thing here is to destroy them fast and take the bonuses really quickly. I'm pretty good, Curtis. How are you? Actually quite touched that I'm an honorary third member of the Two More White Guys, which I heard last night, which was very nice of them. Sorry. No worries, mate, no worries. Wow, I didn't even beat my own time there. Jesus. You're collecting turrets, see whether that was, because it's going to be down to those little gems. Oh bollocks, so that didn't help. That didn't help either. So I could fall at the first hurdle here. I have to say, the score that Dan has put on this is really, really good.
complete.
That wasn't bad, it got better.
Complete.
I improved. I improved a little. Oh, but did not beat 5 spot. Oh. To be fair, that is such a good score by Dan on that one. See, is there any other... Because there's got to be another bit on there, so let's have a look, see what if I can beat Dan on any others. Jesus, 5 million on that. Where am I? I'm on the move. Doesn't help though when that is. Oh, super speed loss, that was bad. Needed that ideally. Oh, and again, that's not good enough. Not good enough, not good enough.
Complete.
Yeah, so to get into my top, I've got to get off 2.4, right, so I won't beat anyone doing that though.
Complete.
Well, so far I've done 2 personal best improvements. Which I suppose is good, to be fair, you know. Another personal best. Puts me fourth. Jeez. Oh, right in the wrong bit. You don't want to use your power-ups too early on this one. Sometimes you do have to use them. Oh, what? Hi matey, how you doing, Bish Fingers? You're very welcome on that, on adding you to PSN. That was one of the easiest ones I've ever done. Oh. Damn. How's it going, mate? Thank you for joining the stream. As you see me here attempting to at least try catching some of the scores from Dan Marr from BGN. But I'll be honest, some scores I've seen so far are bloody good on his. Welcome back, Curtis. All set for Christmas, by the way. And what do you think of the unsurprising news, really, that Hideo Kojima's new studio, which is surprisingly called the same thing, of Kojima Productions, collaborating with Sony on a project. Oh, balls. Didn't see that one there. Ooh. Didn't see that one there either. I mean, Battlefront's a good game. Mario Tennis I can't say because I haven't played it, so. Though there is the game I do want to get a Wii U for, and that's that Fast Racing Neo. He is indeed, I added him earlier. Also, feel free to like the YouTube channel Gamer Chatter. You know, like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff on there. Help make Gamer Chatter grow. And also feel free to listen to the podcast. You have to say the opinion piece I wrote on Metal Gear Solid 5 is actually not going too badly, going down really. There's only one person that's really been boisterous in disagreeing with us, and that's because he is a huge Metal Gear fan, and it's like, you know, sometimes you just can't talk to people about it. Which is okay, because it means he's passionate, and that's fine. Oh, bugger. Don't think you're going to improve on this level? No, not going to improve on this level, it looks like. It's a shame, really, because I would love to. Damn! My God, so far, yeah, Dan's 126 million. Jesus! Gonna have to go some way to beat that. So far he's free and zip. Potentially 4 and zip, right, so I've got some going to do here, so I've got about 4 million to improve on. See, I'm just wondering how he's getting those big bonuses, what I'm doing wrong. Just I know I can do better. And I've got a lobby, I'm running a lobby to try and get onto VGN to beat the streak, you know, and to be a talking head. Which, considering in 5 days I'll own a piece of VGN, also I jinxed even if it's a small piece, but still a piece. I did indeed put about 20 quid in, which, you know, being a carer, the amount I can really afford at the moment. Would have loved to have put in a hell of a lot more, but damn, not good enough, not good enough. Indeed it does, mate, indeed, because that made, even with that 20 quid, not only do I get about 3 months worth of the Jinx app, I also get a off to be on the editorial board, which can't be bad really, can it? Black hole, turret. So I think turret should be fine. Should I go collect, sweep, defend, ram? I think I'm on the right ones. I really do think I'm on the right bits. I'm just not getting enough. Yeah, because I'm still waiting to see when BAFTA and EGX decide to upgrade the tickets for Resd on the Thursday to include the BAFTAs in next April, and also February 1st EGX goes on sale, which I know I'll be looking at getting press passes again because of Gamer Chat. Always buy tickets just in case they actually do something silly. Like that was stupid of me, wasn't it? Oh, and again I lost it. Did you invest at all, Bish? That's alright, guys, mate, you're alright, not a problem. Well, thank you for listening, mate. It's always good to know that, you know, people are listening and we're doing something right. So you can always feel free to add your comments to, you know, via VG Evo for our community questions, and maybe one day, if you want, we can try and get you on the show. So we've had Tom Marrett on in the past, we've had Irish Mike. Yeah, when's the big day, by the way? I'm still hopeful of getting Jenny Lawrence on the show, who's a junior community manager for Media Molecule. Yep. Always remember a routine that Ben Elton did. Then you take your budget that you originally want to spend on your wedding, then increase it tenfold. Damn. Good question. That over Christmas, I'm probably going to do some more Witcher 3 because I really need to plug through that. Just Cause 3 as well because I got that. And pretty much go from there. I know Trine 3's out over here this week when it's supposed to be next week in the States, which is quite nice. Right, one more go at this one, then move on to the next one. Yeah, on this week's Gamer Chat, we're doing top 5 games of the year as well. So if you want to contribute, Biff, if you email podcast@gamerchatter.com, you can write in what your top 5 is, or if you go onto the Facebook page, our Facebook group, you can put it in there for your top 5 games of 2015 are. We will get you mentioned on the show. Oh, bulbs! this bloody this level is really doing me nothing. So we like having the community on there. We also like them, you know, because it helps build us up more. That's one of the big goals I have for 2016 with Gamer Chat is I want it bigger. I want to be able to go to these, justify going to these, you know, launch events and be able to be big enough so PR tell us you can go. I know you're top one, but it's all right to us. I mean, at the end of the day, mention it. You know, get yourself on there, get yourself mentioned, and join in, be a part of the community. Damn, right, okay. So far, in terms of personal best, I've only done 2. 2 new personal bests, and the others have just been failures. Thank you very much for the follow on Twitch as well, mate. I mean, the leaderboards weren't available there. But what is your top 5, Curtis? I know your top. Say podcast the Gamer Chat, let us know. Come on, leaderboards, work. That is in there in my mentions for this week. However, I think it's an honourable mention rather than in my top 5. I'll have to relook. Can't leaderboards work? Can't score chase if I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good point as well. If you have honourable mentions, yeah, don't feel like you can't add them in the comments for it, because you certainly can. Because I have 2 honourable mentions in mind this time. All will be revealed on the show on Saturday when it comes out. Damn it, I didn't beat Michael Bovey. Jeez, that... No worries, matey. See, I'm not sure about adding remasters into it. But then again, see, it's down to personal choice in that respect. So tweet them to Gamer Chatter or mail them off, Curtis, and we'll include them on the show. Ooh, gotta run. Oh, what? Wow. What do you mean offline? I'm not offline. That's fair enough. Fair enough on that one. Actually, that's a good point, Curtis. Are you on Facebook? Right, where do I do the settings on this? Because that is options. Credit. Leaderboards. Well, that's not very good, is it? You won't let me bloody do that. I didn't do the boss there, so I can't really chase scores at the moment if it's not going to let me do the... But let's see whether it'll come back on. Because if there's a network error, I'm still broadcasting. Ooh. Oh, come on. Alright, so you're still fairly new to the whole social media thing then? Oh, bugger. What were your helmet? Oh, look how close I am to beating him on that one. All right, okay. Damn it, I almost beat him on one. If I can get him on at least one, I'll be happy. No worries, mate. Not a problem at all. Welcome back. That's a good question because it's out in the States. That's a very good question. Oh, come on! Not stuck me at the goal line with this because I'm close to getting it. The only way is up. Boom! Beat him on one of them. New high score. Go on now, show us. Come on. Come on, leaderboard, show it. God damn it. Now you know what, I'm going to go and try and improve on that. I can do better than that. Well, that's one level. Beat him any more than 3, it'll be a success. Took me over 50 minutes to do it, but I beat him in 1. Oh, balls. Flying around into objects is not a good thing. Shoot them, click points. Oh, I didn't get quite enough on that one. There we go, another improvement. Still not quite beating Joel on that. Almost getting him though. Yeah, no, I wouldn't mind getting to about 100 followers at least on Twitch this year. 1,000 on Twitter would be nice. So I can build, you know, build up. One more in this level, then move on to the next. I also found out last night on the Twitch stream that Stephen Hill was doing. I'm an honorary 3rd member of 2 more white guys. Which is very humbling, very nice to know. The thing is though, Curtis, one of the things there is you've got to just keep plugging away and you've got to advertise, and that's the key. And yeah, it's taken me a while, but there are times when Tom has no people on his stream either. And it's got to be getting your name out there. And that's one of the key things. Oh, yes. Oh, oh, yes. High score. I'm back in a second because a cup of tea has just arrived. So I'll be back in a few moments. Just stay right there. Now, quite handily, really. That was a nice little stop part to, you know, to start almost hour 2. I just wait for the leaderboards to catch up with us. Come on, leaderboard, show us where I am. Exactly. And the tea is very tenable. Okay, here we go. I think on this one the attack drone might be a better option. Because it can go bugger off itself, do its own thing, attack. Oof, depends on the donuts, really. Because the donuts have hundreds of thousands on it. Oof. No, they're not, they're awesome. Hi there, Tabia, just joined the stream, hope you're well. You're watching me score chase Geometry Wars 3 to try and beat at least 3 of Dan Mar's scores. Or you may know him as Mr. Pointyhead on Twitter. I think I've lost her here.
Complete.
Come on, will you actually show the leaderboards this time? Rather than farting about. No, you're just going to sit there doing nothing, just buffering, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, the words on Steve's stream, oh, they cut him so deep. I thought it was so bad and hurt so much that Adele was going to release a double album. That snipe under fire. What does that even mean? I know I'm old, but fucking hell. Am I that out of touch with being down with the kids? In it and all that. I was doing so well as well there. Possibly. Well, you know, 900 bucks. That's normally my personality that drives them away, so don't worry about it, mate. Especially in Tom's stream, it's like, hello, they leave. Well, you never know. Damn it, I will get this one. He likes 900 butts and he cannot lie. Oh, those other butts can't deny. Oh, yeah, that worked. Damn it, that's going to cost me time. Oh, bollocks. I'm on control. Damn, missed that one again. That cost you time. Cost me time. That cost me time. Oh, not great, not great. About 2 million down there. Fine. I'll give that one up as a bad job then. Move to the next one, see what I can do on this. Well, that was a bit poo, wasn't it? Let's try again. Oh, come on. That's my fault. Being a bit dumb. Yeah. Fun of that. That's a very good game still. Enjoyed that. I should play more Ori today because I got like a time or a challenge sort of area on there where to progress further on I have to try and get out, and it's like a real time platformer area, and I've not been great on it, I have to be honest, and if I'm gonna review it I've got to try and get through it. I've also been asked to do a... Oh, nice. I've also asked the question on my opinion piece of why Metal Gear was not Game of the Year. I was asked a question about Square Enix. So I am going to do a opinion piece on that over the next couple of weeks as well. Let's try this again with a different collect. There we go. Oh, come on. Let's try this again. I'm absolutely sucking on this level. I shouldn't do, because I've only got 7 million on the bloody thing. I mean, the key thing on it is to try and take out some of the bigger ones, but only take them out like one at a time. Because then you don't get the smaller little buggers about. Well, I kind of did, in a way. See, here's the thing about this, right? Now that we know what Kojima's up to, I can see why they did it. I can see why they banned Kojima from going to the GMAs. Yeah, cancelling Silent Hill made no sense, because they would have been fucking in the money with that bugger. I think someone at the top who got into is sort of like a big shareholder or something like that, who's going around going, yeah, I don't like games much anymore. We'll do like the one on Bandits or Pachinko machines, but in terms of games, nah, I'm not a fan of them. Like what happened with WCW. Someone in Time Warner decided they don't like wrestling. So in 2001 they went, yeah, well, I don't want wrestling on our network. And that's what closed WCW down. And I think it's the same way with Konami. Yeah. But yeah, with Kojima being under contract until, you know, now, they probably put him in a thing called Garden State, which I've been in. I was in 2007 when I was made redundant. And basically what that means is, if in your contract you will say, yeah, you're allowed to sit at home and they will pay you until that time. But you are allowed to go out and try to talk to people for other jobs, but you're not allowed to join them until a certain date, because there's a thing called competition. And they may go, yeah, but games companies are all in this together, blah blah blah. But they are and they aren't, because they're after your money rather than any other games company. Yeah. So in that respect, they deem it as competition. Yeah. Well, he kind of was, I guess, if his Garden State, because it kind of is a holiday as such, but it's an enforced one. It's like, you will stay at home, you will do nothing until this time. Do I think it was shitty that they didn't allow him to pick up the award? Yes, certainly. Could they have treated him better in his last few months? Yep. Oh, this ain't good. Yeah. Oh, nice. Go on, show me where that is in the world. Come on. But that's just normal leaving party, isn't it, anyway? People just drinking at the same time. Looking uncomfortable with each other, you know. Well, that's my excuse anyway. Well, I'm getting the job done on this now, at last. You know, a couple of bits. I'm still ahead of Dan and a couple of them. I'd love to see where I am in the world, though, so I can improve on it. Let's try this one more time on this level. Try and get 10 mil. Okay, I'm going to say something here that's going to make you go, oh, Donna Burke. Yeah. You're going to have to refresh my memory of who Donna Burke is. I'm getting old, man. Some things I'm forgetting, you know. Some things I don't forget, you know, but some things like... Oh, okay. Fair play. Get a retweet from her, that's cool. It all helps, mate. Get your name out there. That's the thing as well. People were saying about there's two guys on VGN who are a bit dull and they don't like him. It's like, well, you have to tell Jinx that you want people different on there. You have to say get rid of those two and they say put me on there, you know. Because the more people will say that, the more chance of get on with it, you know. Because how Chris Slight got on there. A lot of people went up to Jinx and went, we want Chris Slight on it. Yeah, well, it's understandable. Believe me, when Dan started following me on Twitter, it was a big moment as well. Now even Stuart Gilray is a big moment to me. Because that man is another god in my eyes. Oh, that, however, was a sucky move on my part. Right, a minute and a half. Yeah. But in all seriousness, I would actually love to be a talking head on BGM because I believe I can do it. I believe I have the personality to pull it off, and also the fact that, you know, being a gamer for 28 years, I think I have the pedigree to talk about it. Oh, come on. Now, I know that may sound egotistical, but at times you have to be. You really do have to be at times. Oh, new high score again. Boom! No unworthy bozo is beating us. Oh, that's cool. If Business Sean's still on when I finish, I'll go watch his. No, you see, you're saying that, and that's partially your depression and your anxiety saying that. And you're saying, you know, and I understand that because, hell, one of the biggest haters of myself is me. You know? And that's the battle with you for you to beat the depression, is to get rid of that I'm useless part, because you're not. And believe me, it's not easy, I'll grant you, you know. But it is doable, trust me. It really is doable. And if it's a little victory each day, it's a little victory each day. One positive a day can make all the difference. Because you don't want perception to become reality with it. All right. Do I want a clone? No, I want a mortality. I'd say small victory. A small victory. Small little positives in your head that remind you of positive things. I'll tell you one thing, one of the scariest things I ever heard was being told I'm at a point where a percentage of me getting cancer is high. Well, in terms of that, as a good thing, I mean, if you can hold on to that, oh hell, Mick Foley, right, Mankind, or Cactus Jack, he has a Christmas room. So all year he has Christmas stuff. Bollocks, I can do this, I can do this. Help if I don't do it that way. Damn it, damn it. Are you really big into that then? That almost went very, very wrong there. That, however, did go wrong. I'm gonna have to go clone on this one. Well, that's the one thing about Stephen Hawking, he never said he was always right. That's all they are, really, theories. And hell, look at history. People said once the world was flat. At which point they were told they were talking out their ass. I'm not going to do this one, so I'm going to have to move on to another one. Yeah. The fact that every choice you make will split off, so there's another universe version of you that made a different choice. Here's an interesting theory. It really is, that one. Yeah. All those different versions of you. Yeah. Very deep talk, deep. Oh, come on, do I get another go? Oh, new high score. Yeah. Someone came in, saw the bands and went, yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah. He's lurking. Oh, bollocks. Let's try that again. Damn it. Eggs, beans, sausage, eggs, beans. Cancer! AIDS! Ah, I lost the super speed. Exactly. Exactly. I'm sure I turned the swearing off on mine. I have to check that. I have to check that. 'Cause hell, if I can say bollocks, everyone else should be able to. Ah, bollocks to that. Kid friendly, they get too much stuff they shouldn't have. No, they get to play 18 rated games when they shouldn't. Hello matey, how you doing? Normally I prefer street countdown myself, but how is life treating you? Yeah, it's been a few days. It was on Sunday. Playing a bit of Iron Bread and no Tom stream, it seems like, for the foreseeable future. That I don't fully know, because I know last week he was doing Christmas shopping and his work is being a bit weird with his times he's off and on, so I'm not sure, because I know in January he goes away for 3 weeks to the States to do a road trip with lovely lady. I'm hoping he's actually back on at some point around the Christmas. You're blacksmith. Oh, nice. You're going to become lit? Oh, beat him again. That's another score of beating Dan on today. Yes. I should try and beat the boss, so I'm going to try and beat the boss before I'm done there, which I'm looking about 10 minutes time, unless of course I get, you know, like 100 viewers, you know, stay on. You're going to become like Irish Mike then, Kilgren. Who, speaking to him personally for about an hour, fucking mental, but in a good way. Yep, that's one. Irish Mike. Makes all the swords. Made the Buster sword. Well, at the moment. You've got to have a goal, you know, squad goal and all that. Oh, have a goal of finishing this bloody boss again. So how many scores has that I've beaten of Dan today? Is that 2? It's definitely 2. Is it 3? Oh, bollocks. Actually, that's the point. I've not seen Gina about today. When the first shift's a bit weird as well. Oh, come on. I will do this, I will beat this. I don't have to beat the score because I've already beaten the score. Also, I'd say to the others on the stream today, Gilrun, if you want to be mentioned on this week's Gamer Chatter podcast, which will be recorded on Friday, if you want to email podcast@gamerchatter.com, we are doing our Games of the Year show, which is our top 5 games of 2015. You can also do honourable mentions if you wanted. It normally goes live on iTunes, Stitcher, soon to be Google Music Play when that hits in the States. So if you want to be part of the show, feel free to email us or even tweet. No, you don't use Twitter, so... Oh. God damn it! Yeah, 1 second, I'll pause it and I'll just pop it in the chat. I'll give you the email address first. And the website, which you can do a direct or download from here as well. So get involved, tell your mates, help us grow, help us get bigger. Because our website is still really small after about 3 years, and this year I wanted to get bigger, not just for myself, to help us get, you know, bigger chances to go to event launches and stuff in the UK and in the States, but bigger overall for Ed and James. Especially for Ed, who's owned it for a while, and just it'd be good for him to get it bigger for him. Tom doesn't work on the actual site itself, so Ed would poll to address it to Ed, James, and Will. And at some point we'll have to have Tom back on there again. So we normally run a community question every week, so again, feel free to answer the questions as well whenever you want. It's always good when our community gets involved. Yeah, but I've already beaten the score. We don't do a live cast. I think it's something we should look at doing at some point. We normally record on a Friday night, which is about, you're looking normally about 7:30 or 7 to 7:30 on Eastern time, because it's about 12 midnight, 12:30 for me. Okay, one more, and then then I'm going to call it for the 2 hours. See if I can do one more. But we should do a live cast. I mean, we are looking at doing streams on Gamer Chatter's Twitch as well. We do have a YouTube, which is Gamer Space Chatter, where all of this sort of stuff, once I've done, is going up on the YouTube channel. We do have other bits going up as well. We're also looking. It is good. It's a giant peanut. We're also looking at doing a thing called like a backseat gamer, where Ed's going to play a game, I'm going to sit and watch it via share play, and he's going to be doing Bloodborne so I can take the piss. And hopefully we're going to be doing that in the new year, because this is the final podcast of the year coming up. Because the next couple of times we will record it is going to be Christmas Day and New Year's Day, so we're going to wait till the new year, so around about January 7th, 8th to be our next one after this week. This is going to be into the DVD extras. So yeah, word of mouth for the moment. Any reviews on iTunes as well would help us a great deal. Comedy button. I haven't, but I can definitely check it out. Oh, new high score to end it. Bye bye, Chaz. So that means on top of that as well. So yeah, that, I will leave it there for today. See, I'm possibly going to come back on, I'm not sure if I have to come back on tomorrow or not, because I know there's a Yogcast on about 2 o'clock, and it's a live stream. Some of the Yogcast people are in PlayStation Access over here, so I might pop into that. And then tomorrow night, Star Wars, The Force Awakens we're going to. So we get to see that. So what I will do, I say I'll call it there, because you're getting a little bit more than the 2 hours. But I want to thank... Oh, cool. So the Comedy Button podcast, yeah? Right. I shall actually... Is that a .com or .org or whatever? Because what I'll do is, before I sign off, the Comedy Button... So you can buy the podcast, can you? Let's have a look. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm bookmarking that as we speak. Yes, please, iTunes would be a big help for us, because the more reviews we get on there, the better. Because it will help push us up in the podcast ranks. And say, just basically word of mouth, retweeting our YouTube stuff, you know, liking, subscribing, all that, all the usual stuff that people go, please help us on, because it's monetized now. So any videos that you watch with the adverts and stuff will help go to Ed. I say friends, telling friends and that, all that about us, everything like that will be a good thing. And I would love you all for doing it. But yeah, so that is it for today. I thank you all so much for joining us on this one. I might be back Friday. I think the next time I stream might be more The Witcher 3. Because I know I've got at least another review to come out this year. And also I've been asked to do a opinion piece on Square Enix and whether they sent out the Rise of the Tomb Raider to die this year. So I'm gonna have to do something for that, because you know, people ask, I'll do most of the time within reason. But anyway, I shall catch you all later. Thank you so much for joining us, and I shall see you again very soon, if not here on Tom's or on Gamer Chatter, or maybe even on the Two More White Guys. I shall catch you all later. Bye for now.